Well, as you know, 2018 brought its share of fake news.
It's all fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen. Fake news.
Fake news. Fake news.
And here now to walk us through some of the biggest media missteps of 2018 is the president of District Media Group and a fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Beverly Hallberg. Thank you for joining us this morning. Happy New Year to you. Let's dive right into this and start off with this headline from The New Yorker, which reads, quote, Senate Democrats investigate a new allegation of sexual misconduct from Brett Kavanaugh's college years by Ronan Farrow and Jane Meyer. What did you make of this?
Well, there are many inaccurate stories related to the Kavanaugh hearings. I think The New Yorker took the cake with this story, mostly because even though this was a female person who came forward and accusing Kavanaugh, there was no proof to her story. All the sources that she said were there. All of them said it didn't happen. Kavanaugh didn't have a chance to speak for himself. So I think it just proved when it came to Ronan Farrow and Jane Meyer, they didn't really care about the facts or sources. They really just wanted a narrative to turn out the certain way.
And this is what the New York Times reported that Sunday evening. It says, quote, the Times had interviewed several dozen people over the past week in an attempt to corroborate her story and could find no one with firsthand knowledge. Ms. Ramirez herself contacted former Yale classmates asking if they recalled the incident and told some of them that she could not be certain Mr. Kavanaugh was the one who exposed himself. That was a wild whirlwind of a few weeks there.
Yeah, and this is where, when it comes to journalists, one of the things they're supposed to do is make sure that the sources are correct, that there are people who can corroborate evidence. And yet we had accuser after accuser coming out trying to ruin not just this man's credibility, but the whole process of trying to nominate a judge to the Supreme Court. So journalists, we should hold them to a higher standard. Yep. And fortunately, I think people saw through this story.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about Jim Acosta. And I think a lot of people saw this, the exchange with President Trump. This was when he had a press conference with reporters the day after the midterms. Take a look at this.
I think you should let me run the country, you run CNN, right. And if you did it well, your ratings
Let me ask you, if I may ask one other question, Mr. President, if I may ask one other question, are you worried?
That's enough. That's enough.
Mr. President,
that's enough.
Ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr. President,
that's enough.
I mean, this was seen all over and sparked so much criticism, Beverly.
Yeah, what you saw with Jim Acosta, he's really the one who is the leader in this, but it's somebody who's trying to be a celebrity journalist with the whole goal of trying to get under the president's skin. Not only is he not asking questions, but he's actually making accusations and then debating the president. And in this situation alone, he tried to push away a woman who was trying to take the microphone away from them. I think, though, at the end of the day, Jim Acosta is getting what he wants because I think it's all about attention to him. And we are talking about him this morning, so perhaps we're giving him something that he wants.
Okay, so let's give some attention to the Boston Globe right now and a correction that they had to make. And this was about Elizabeth Warren and the mathematical chances that she was Native American. And let's go ahead and read this correction. And it says, quote, due to a math error, a story about Elizabeth Warren misstated the ancestry percentage of a potential 6th to 10th generation relative. The generational range based on the ancestor that the report identified suggests she's between 1/64th and 1/1024th Native American. I mean, come on, like these numbers, really?
And yet they didn't even make a correction to the original statement saying that these numbers pointed to strong evidence that she did have Native American heritage. So I think what you saw with the Globe, they seem to be in Elizabeth Warren's camp. Perhaps they want her to run in 2020. But I think most people saw through this and wonder if the Globe's journalistic integrity is as questioning as it comes down to her indigenous ancestry.
Yeah, Beverly Hallberg, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Have a good New Year.
Thank you.